This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here at the Cannon Medical Arena, Sheffield. Delighted to be joined by Stephen Smith, who's just about to leave, so we won't make this too long. But yeah, Caoimhin Agyarko gets the win tonight. Pleased with his performance?
Yeah, listen, a lot of things we need to work on, which he knows. Just a little bit more relaxed than he did. He was forcing it tonight. A bit frustrating. But listen, I thought when I asked him to dig in and go and win rounds, he went and won the round. So they're the sort of elements he's been criticised before in the past for the heart, for the desire, and go out and showing his balls and fighting. Stuff like that's what he hasn't done and what people wasn't sure he had, and he went out and done it tonight.
Yeah, look, short notice. Obviously, you don't want these big fights on short notice, but sometimes when the opportunities aren't where you want them to be, you've got to take them with both hands, and he did tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's fought a couple of weeks ago. He got the news Ismail Davis was out with an injury, and Ryan Kelly didn't have an opponent. He put himself forward for it. So look, again, every credit to him. These are the type of things he's got to do now to prove to people that he wants to be in there, and he's got the heart and the desire to go and show how good he can be. Do you know what I mean? Listen, that was nowhere near his best tonight, but he ticked the boxes what people haven't seen yet in terms of going out and winning rounds on heart and desire, and having a bit of a fight. Technically, as a coach, the things that we're happy with, again, he's got to relax a bit more. He's got to, let his hands go with a bit more relaxation rather than forcing things. But, overall, again, he grounds out to win, which he hasn't done before.
Who would you like to see him fight next?
Ismail Davis makes all the sense in the world now. Ismail was meant to be fighting tonight, and he got an injury, unfortunately. So we've stepped in, we've took that fight, we've now beat Ryan. So it's the next logical fight, isn't it? Let's put Caoimhin in with Ismail and, see who moves on.
Right, two more before I let you go. Chantel Cameron announced this week that you will be working with her moving forward. How did that come about?
Not sure, to be honest with you. Just got in contact with me and mentioned about coming in the gym, doing some training. So we got together, done a little bit, and obviously, listen, she's got all the potential in the world. She's got every belt in boxing in her house, you know what I mean? She's done it all, so it's just about getting her back to her best and getting her the opportunities, really. If she can get the opportunity to go and beat, she's beat probably the best person in women's boxing, in my opinion, in Katie Taylor. So if it's 1-1 with them at the minute, if that could come about, then it'd be a privilege. But we just need to get Chantel back to being world champion, and that's the first job for me.
I know you haven't been working with her for too long, but you must see the talent in the gym. Obviously, as you say, she's got every belt. She's already done that, but speaking to her on and off camera, she's still got that hunger to kind of get back to the top. We know that trilogy fight is there, but if not, there's still massive fights for Chantel Cameron. Yeah,
listen, she's a huge name in women's boxing, and the thing about the women, they seem to be happening in all the fights. They seem to be fighting each other, which is good, and it's good for us, the fans. And she's a massive name in the sport, so she can go and mix it with any of them. And as I say, she's got every belt in boxing in the house, so she's still got the desire to be getting in the gym and travelling to train with me. That's ticks every box, in my opinion. So just letting her get her back to winning ways, getting her back to winning world titles, and that's the first job, and then we can see what massive fights are out there.
Last one, we just spoke to your brother Callum. Big fight coming up with Benavidez. I know the talks are progressing. That's the fight you want to see your brother in, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the fight he wants. He's a bit of a Benavidez fan himself. He always mentions names in and around who he'd like to fight, and Benavidez has always been one of them. Great fighter, a very fan-friendly style, the way he lets punches and punches go, and obviously Callum Boatty gelled really well. I think that can only gel well as well. It can be a fantastic fight for the fans to see, and it's one Callum would relish. So while he's where he is the minute and his confidence is high, he can take on all comers.
I'm assuming we'll see you next week in and around Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, I'm going to be going down next weekend for Liam. Liam's looking really well at the minute. He's in a good place, so it's an interesting one for him because, again, the second Eubank performance was awful. He had no right being in there, but he fought, and he was the way he was. So people are going to judge him on that. He's got his last fight, they say. So people are writing him off a little bit. So he's got the bit between his teeth. And he's going to prove a point next week.
Liam could fight the winner, couldn't he? Ben Eubank.
Listen, if he goes and performs and looks back to his best, then, and especially if Eubank goes and wins, then people are going to look at it and go, well, there's the trilogy with Liam there. People are talking about trilogies left, right and centre at the minute. So there's 1-1 with Liam and Eubank. why not go and put that right? Liam was awful in the last fight, but you know he done him in 4 rounds in the first one, so it makes all the sense in the world. Listen, if Ben comes through and Ben wins, then what's next for him? No one knows. So he can definitely put himself in that contention with a good performance. But you know, the first things first, he's got to go and be himself and go and win this fight.
Swifty, we'll see you next week, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers.